Jai Hind children. Hope you all are doing fine at home. So today we'll be starting with a new chapter that is in civics public facilities. In this chapter we will discuss the role of the government in providing public facilities as well as in implementing the laws that apply to the market, factory and the working conditions of people. So let us start. As you can see, the facilities which are provided by the government are transportation, electricity, education, water, and so on. Then we will be dealing with all these subtopics: what is public facility, then the water and the people of Chennai, water supply to Chennai, water as a part of the fundamental right of life, and then what is the government's role, and then in search of alternatives. So let us first understand what is public facility. So things like electricity, public transport, education, etc. These things are necessary for the survival of a human being, and thus they are known as public facilities. Public facilities are provided so that it benefits, and it is also to be shared by all the people or many people, and it is the responsibility of the government to make public facilities available to each and every individual, and no one should be discriminated on the basis of economic or social division. In the beginning of the chapter, the first topic is water and the people of Chennai, and there are a number of examples given, like the condition of Mr. Ram Gopal, then there is Siva. So let us see what is happening. Now, senior government official Mr. Ram Gopal, he lives in Anna Nagar, Chennai, and his area looks lush and green with lawn, which is maintained by a generous spraying of water. Bungalows have tap water for major part of the day, and on days when the water supply is inadequate, Mr. Ram Gopal speaks to a senior official whom he knows in the municipal water board, and a tanker is easily arranged for his house. And in most areas of the city, Subramaniam's apartment in Malayapur suffers from water shortage. This area gets municipal water once in 2 days. A private borewell meets some of the residents' water needs, and then borewell water is, however, not very clean. It is brackish in color, so the residents use it in their toilets and for washing. And for other uses, water is purchased from the tankers. So Mr. Subramaniam has to spend almost 500-600 rupees per month for buying water from the tankers, and for drinking water the residents have installed water purification system in their homes. So two people, one is Mr. Ram Gopal and the next one is Subramaniam, we have discussed. Then Siva lives on rent on the first floor of a house in Maddipakkam and gets water once in 4 days. Shortage of water is one of the major reason why Shiva can't bring his family to Chennai. So, and for drinking, he purchases or buys bottled water. Then Padma, who works as a domestic help in Saidapet and lives in the nearby slum. She pays a rent of rupees 650 for her hut, which neither has a bathroom nor a tap connection. For 30 such huts, there is a common tap at the corner, and which water comes from a borewell for 20 minutes daily. And a family gets a maximum fill of a maximum of 3 buckets within that time, and the same water is used for washing, drinking. In during the summers, the flow is very water supply is very less, so one family gets only a little amount of water, and they also have to pay cost, and people have to wait for longer hours for the water tankers. So four different people, four different situations we have already discussed. As you can see, water supply in Chennai is marked by shortage, and municipal supply meets only half the needs of the people, and then water supply does not reach the poor. People who are rich, they can afford they can have a tanker at their home, or they can buy bottled water, and thus it creates problem to all. The next topic is water as a part of the fundamental right to life. Now, water is essential for life and it is essential for good health also. Not only it is necessary for us to be able to meet our daily needs, but safe drinking water can prevent many water related diseases. These we all know. India has one of the largest number of cases of diseases such as diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, and over 1600 Indians, most of them children below the age of 5, they reportedly die every day because of these water related diseases. Now, these deaths can be prevented if people have access to safe drinking water. So, this is for the first module. We'll be discussing the same water as a part of the fundamental right to life in the next module, and we'll be discussing about the doubts in the class. Till then, Jai Hind.